Hi Pisces, this is Just with your February 2019 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Pisces, um, it looks like some of you are, well, you're doing what you do best, Pisces. You're keeping secrets. You're not telling someone of this rut you've gotten yourself in. Not fully. Some people may know some of what you've gotten yourself into, but not completely. And there's something you keep keeping a secret that is a huge burden on you. It is a huge burden on you. Some of you may even have tried to go to a tarot reader, that sort of thing, to help you try to figure this situation out. But something you've been dragging around for quite some time is a burden. You're trying to put an end to a situation at work. Like some of you have left a job and trying to, just go at it on your own, start your own business. Some of you may have left because you had an overbearing boss supervisor. Just felt like, whatever your problem is, wherever you were working, it wasn't solving it. So you had to kind of leave. There's karma here. And if you're not able to move forward, you're not able to do something that you need to do, want to do, it's karmically kind of timed like that. So you're some of you may feel stuck in the mud, and it has to be that way at this time for some of you. Or you may have felt like things were really just going completely fine, and now you're stuck. Now you can't move forward the way that you've wanted to move forward. Some of you are dead set focused. I mean, laser sharp focus, trying to fix a situation. It's not just you, and maybe you and a partner. Some of you may feel as though you're being watched intently. Like I get, again, I think I was telling Capricorn, like a sweatshop factory. Some of you may feel like you're at a sweatshop factory, like you're being micromanaged to the 10th degree. Some of you are trying to take care of a situation, you and another person, maybe trying to work on a situation to get it fixed, to get it taken care of. And it's like, all you can think about is this burden. All you can think about is this problem that you've gotten yourself into, for some of you, okay? Or some of you may have a maid or someone that that's all they talk about. That's all the focus is, that, there's a problem. It could even just be at work, that you guys have gotten yourself knee deep in an account that is about to leave you, or you may be losing money, and now everyone has to go through the books. Everyone has to audit. You have to do something that is like, okay, this is kind of backbreaking. It's very tedious, but we have to get this done to fix this situation. So I get a lot of like all hands on deck, eyes on the prize, and focus. There's a wanting to kind of take a leap into a new place, and kind of release yourself from any stress, and kind of take a leap into a new territory that I feel exhilarates you, and calls for you to go at it alone, if that makes any sense. But you're conflicted. Going at things alone and by yourself, you may be a bit conflicted. Some of you may have people still knocking at your door, bothering you about one thing or another. Or you just may be, again, like I said, a little conflicted internally about this, being on your own, doing it on your own, taking a risk and leaving everything behind, and just, starting fresh, starting new. I do feel like when it comes to the environment around you, people are going through some things. Again, like I said, you either may have to help people get on the other side of their problems, or you may be a witness to other people going through things, getting on the other side of their problems. It could be very much financial. It has something to do with a past hurts, pains, issues. It may even have something to do with family dynamic situations like that. But there's a lot of trying to reconcile or trying to evaluate next steps forward. Okay. I do feel like if you can be there for family or friends, or someone that even at the workplace, try to, because someone probably does need not necessarily a shoulder to cry on. I feel like they've mourned, and now it's at the point where it's like they're seeing things a little bit more logically, and they're probably reaching out for some form of a help. And they may say it directly, or they may say it in an indirect way, but you do have people around you that are needing you. So try to reach out and do your part, because I do feel like some Pisces are moving forward very much independently, about to take a risk or have taken a risk. And your problems are very nominal compared to other people's problems. And I know some people are like, what? That's not true. Blah, 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 blah. But I'm speaking to those that problems are a little bit more nominal. And again, it may not be that you even have problems. It may be, again, what is happening around you that you may feel is that you're disconnecting from. So try to be a bit empathetic, which you guys tend to be. You tend to be empathetic. So halfway through the month, though, I do see that whatever was plaguing you, you kind of gain your confidence, but I do feel like you're not out of the woods yet. Okay. So you're still going to kind of keep your nose clean, try to trim down anything that you can. Like some of you may need to make money sacrifices. You may need to make some form of a sacrifice to alleviate whatever problem this may be. Some of you may even find that someone at your workplace is leaving. You may have thought like, oh, this person is, yeah, I'm sure they got a promotion or they're going to go. And it's like, no, they got fired because A, B, and C. They were cooking the books or something like that. It's like, so someone's image may be getting tarnished. Hopefully you guys are not the brunt of that. And you may be witnessing it, but someone's image may be getting tarnished, and it comes to effect of some form of needing to sacrifice. You may take a loss to some extent, and it's almost like you feel like you're starting all over again, like literally starting all over again. And the best thing to do is just not to have an ego about it at all. Don't be egotistical. Again, it's karma here, so it's some lesson that you're learning in this, having to do it all over again, having to take several steps back, having to, being conflicted and having a new opportunity or want to take a risk, but then feeling conflicted, maybe taking a leap of faith and moving out there, but then feeling like, financially, you're going to have to take a loss. Some of you have to leave somebody behind is what I'm seeing here. Some type of financial tie is becoming more and more a problem. And I do feel like you may have someone, for some of you, particularly Pisces men, you may have someone you may feel like they're on their high horse. You may feel like you're at a place where you really need a particular person to spare you almost. And this person is like, no, I'm not going to spare you. I'm not going to talk to you. I don't know. You may find like it's like just when you're in need, you may get a no response or a delayed response is what it looks like. Someone is it's unreachable, or it's very difficult to get this person to empathize. I'm saying empathy being a bit of a challenge here. Third week of the month, it looks like some of you are going to be settling some things that has been undealt with for quite some time. It may involve another person. If you can go to one person for some form of help, there'll be another person that's open to help you. Some of you may be able to again, get someone involved to help financially. And others of you, things may start to work out for you by the third week of the month. Even though you're not out of the woods yet, but you're better. The finances have improved. Some things have alleviated and the blockages are removed. And now you can move forward in whatever's been happening. And I do feel like you're definitely going to continue to get good news. So, new job offers, new opportunities coming afoot for you, and you feel like you can breathe again. There may be some messages that comes through, a decision that you have to make, which is a tough one for some of you when it comes to a home, when it comes to family. Do you work on a situation? Some of you, I see that you may be feeling a bit like there's somebody in your life that you don't want to deal with this person. You have to kind of deal with this person. They don't want to deal with you. You're in a place where it's like you kind of need this person, or they need you, and whoever is in need, the other person is not being very empathetic or, even believing them. I feel like the person is not being open to cooperating, and, you'll go on and everything will still work itself out, where you didn't need that person to begin with, like everything just really works out. And now it's like you have to say to yourself, well, I still have to work with this damn person. So you may have been in a jam or in a difficult situation with a particular person at work or somebody in your life. And it's like, this damn person is just being difficult. This person is not working with me. And then when it's like, okay, well, I don't need you anymore, you still have to work with them. You have to still work around them. You still have to, live with them. There's something fundamental that you still have to do with this person. And you're thinking long and hard, like, should I even try to work this out with this person, or should I not work this out? Because I feel like they really disappointed you. For some of you, I feel like this person, whatever this is, when you were really in need, this person was not there for you. And I feel like they disappointed you. And so again, the last part of the month, you may be looking like, I don't know if I even want to ever deal with them again. Yeah. They are I think they're taking a sweet old time of like should they help you? Should they not? That sort of thing. What should they do? That sort of thing is what I see here. So that kind of comes up really strongly for me. But never you mind, because it looks like whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, you will accomplish. Really great news. Definitely a job afoot for you guys, 100%. So if you're looking for work, get out there. Put your resumes out there. It will come to you now. If you feel like, okay, I need to leave this, I need to leave, I just feel you have to make the sacrifice, make it. Because by the second half part of the month, yeah, you'll feel cash poor. You might feel house poor or cash strapped, but it'll all work itself out going into February. I mean, going into March, out of February, things will really start to come your way. Definitely. So now for some of you, it looks like you have ended a marriage or relationship, or it needs to come to an end. Okay. You've been keeping secrets and it's been a big burden and you're just ready to let it go. Some of you may already have gotten married and you're not even divorced. Some of you may have already committed to somebody else and you've yet to completely end another situation. I do feel like timing is here now. There's some form of like the time is of the essence. It's time, even though there's been some challenges moving forward and perhaps you even taking control over the situation. I do feel like some of you are working really well in your relationships, extremely well. For some of you, if you are dealing with an Aquarius or someone, it could be a water sign or Aquarius, but I feel like you guys are working extremely well with a particular person. And you feel like now it's time for you to tackle this thing that you've been carrying around for the longest time, not wanting to deal with, not ready to deal with. You're ready to deal with it. It's like, you know what? It's time. It's time for us to move to the next chapter of our lives, and we can't do that until I do this. I do see that there is this, again, like I said, this new beginning, this risk that you're taking. It could be with a particular new person, but it creates a lot of conflict because perhaps while you were with this person, getting to know this person, there's a lot of other people in your life. You had a lot of other options that you were open to. And so it's like you kind of have to deal with all these people. You may have at least 10 people that you've been seeing, at the very least 5 people that you were seeing. And it's like now you have to disconnect yourself from these people one by one so that you can move forward with a specific person. I feel like if there were multiple people, there's someone in particular who's really stung, who's really hurt by the situation. And you may have children with them. It's not as easy as you think, this situation with this particular person. You could have put them in a third party situation, and that really hurt their feelings. And it's been very difficult for them to embrace and move into a new place. If it's like for some of you, you were out there dating, you were meeting people, putting yourself out there, and you found the one. And others of you, and for this other person, they never put themselves out there. They're still at a place where they're not even sure if they're ready to put themselves out there. And it could have something to do with the fact that they have children. There's children involved. It does look like there's children involved. But others of you, if it's not children involved, this person is contemplating about wanting to get back together. That's why they still have yet to put themselves out there, because they want to get back together. They've been mourning the loss of this relationship, even though you've done them wrong. They still want to continue to build this relationship and they want to work things out. Halfway through the month, though, I do see that someone almost would try to move forward. I feel like somebody is like really in their place. They're where they want to be. They're moving confidently in their life. And for some of you, that'll be you guys that's kind of embarking on this new relationship. I told you guys so many times, and definitely, if anyone should look at that 2019 reading, it should be Pisces. Amazing year coming up for you guys. Absolutely. Go check it out. It's in the link description box below. But I feel like some of you are moving very confidently forward. And you may feel a little intimidated because you have to deal with this person. So for some of you, you may have to deal with this person that you have children by, that, you have to get a divorce from. And it's like, you kind of don't want to have to deal with them because this person is stubborn. This person is hurt. If you know that you've done something, come on, let's be honest. I know Pisces, you guys are the sign of, illusion and delusion, but let's not completely lie to yourself. Okay. I know you guys do a great job of keeping things to yourself. And people are never the wiser, but be honest with yourself. If you did something wrong to someone, if you wronged them, if you cheated on you, if you done something to stain them, And even if you say, well, they did it to me, if you did it first and then, obviously two wrongs don't make a right, but deep down inside what you've done wrong. Everyone knows what they've done wrong. If you know that you've created a problem in the situation, don't victimize yourself. You perhaps need to really apologize to this person, like 100% apologize to them. Write them a letter, formulate your words correctly, because you really need, I feel, to get on the other side of the situation with this person. If you really want to get to a place where they can really heal, come from a place where you're admitting what you've done and you're apologizing, and then they have to be, then they're left with having to forgive themselves and having to move forward. So I do see that there's some conflict or a challenge, not conflict, but a bit of a challenge going up against this person. You guys may just resort to the courts and try to have the courts figure it all out. Excuse me, going to an attorney, try to have an attorney figure it all out, try to get this taken care of. And I do feel like you're kind of moving forward in a new relationship with a particular person. You're setting your intentions in that regard. And I feel like some of you will be at a point in your life where you're trying to decide, do we physically move in now? Yes, we're committed. Yeah, we're in a relationship. But do I move in with this person? Do I discuss the house situation with my ex? Maybe it's time for them to move out so I can move in, or I don't see that it's like you wanting to come back. I feel like it's, trying to decide. Some of you may be trying to decide if you're going to go back to a situation. For some of you, you may be trying to decide, do you go back to a situation? Some of you are dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, and you may be, starting a new relationship with them. For a small percentage, and I do see a small percentage of you, you're contemplating going back home. You want to go back home. You want to work on things. You've hurt a particular person. You've done wrong, and you want to go back home. So that'll be on your mind again at the end of the month. And that may be something, excuse me, that may be something that you're contemplating. I do feel very strongly, and I'm talking to Pisces men. I'm sorry if I weren't clear, but I am talking strongly to Pisces men. That's how this man is feeling. Pisces men, as well as the male aspect in the lives of Pisces women, is feeling this way. It doesn't have to be a fire sign energy woman that person is wanting to go back to. I feel like the last part of February going into March, you seriously want to make amends with, I feel, somebody from your past. I feel somebody, it could be an ex, or if it's this new person. If it's this new person, you've made up your mind, you're in a relationship with them, you're going to tell them you love them, you're going to want to be with them. It's like, let's move in together, let's be together, let's do this. If it is someone from your past, like, you're going to be very strongly considering wanting to fix things and work on things and come back together and even express your love to this person at the end of the month. So for some of you, you're wanting to go back, you're wanting to make things right. The halfway through the month, you may be trying to get up your confidence to speak to this person, but then you feel like, no, I'm not, or this person is not open to me. Why waste my time? But I feel you'll try to reconcile things. You'll be really conflicted of it, but some of you are just ready to commit, and you're going to go out there and you're going to make this decision. Especially if you're dealing with a Virgo. If you're dealing with a Virgo, definitely check out that Virgo reading, because Virgo reading was pretty much a lot of the same messaging, where they're making a very strong decision by month's end toward a particular person after there being two people, or there being other options, or they being on the fence about a situation. So for some of you, it will be, again, like I said, going back to someone. If it's someone from your past, you either may want them back, or at the very least, you really want to work on a situation. You want to get to a place of peace and love and calm with this person. I do feel like you still love this person from your past. I feel like it's just a lot of things that has happened that some of the two of you may not be able to come back from. But the situation really does call for healing. It's in your foundation, the card of healing. So it really does call for healing 100%. And I feel like the two of you work on healing methods differently. And I feel that there's a great opportunity to come back and at the very least be friends and be cordial, of being co-parenting, especially if you have a child. I feel like this is somebody that you can't get away from, because there's kids here. There's kids here in this spread, so it's kids involved, okay? Or we've been together forever. We've been doing this since we were little kids. We've been teenage, high school sweethearts, that sort of thing. I can't, I have to, I've invested so much time. So I do see somebody kind of growing up, taking responsibility and coming forth to be with the person that they truly want to be with. And for all of you, like I said, it'll be different. If you are married, you're in a relationship, some of you may be cash strapped, like I said, so you can't really go all out for Valentine's Day, that sort of thing, but you're going to make it up for possibly your mate. You, especially if you're dealing with an Aquarius. If you guys are dealing with an Aquarius, you're going all out for their birthday. If they have a birthday later on in January, you're going all out for them. I mean, sky's the limit. You're going to pull out all the stops. You're just going to shower them with love and affection and romance and that sort of thing. And I do feel like some of you may be proposing. I do see a proposal coming in here too. After a long wait and a long contemplation, you may be proposing to someone. I do feel like you may carry that a secret for a little longer. Like you don't tell anyone that you've proposed to somebody. You don't tell them that you've gotten married. Like I said, that you're getting married, that you're moving in and you officially moved in with someone. Like you won't tell the other person or other people this. And when I say other people, like whoever you are deciding to let go, because you're really going to start letting go of people. If you're a Pisces woman, though, I do feel like you're really coming into your own. You may be looking like I'm single and I'm embracing it. You may feel a little bit conflicted, or you may just you have to beat these people off with a damn stick for some of you. And some of you, that is embracing your newfound independence. You're healing on a major level. I do feel like somebody is kind of thinking about you. They have mourned the loss of this situation and they are trying to see if they want to reinvest in this relationship, this past relationship. As I mentioned before, either you've been together for a very long time, you have children together, that sort of thing. Halfway through though, I do feel like you guys are going to be moving forward very confidently, or someone will be. Someone may even be coming your way, but I feel like you guys have really gotten a strong sense of enlightenment. Like, this is a very empowering month for Pisces women. It's weird because I have to tell you guys, I have not seen Pisces women show up in their own reading for months. The men have just been taking the hell over these spreads for months for me. And it's like, where the hell is I remember saying in a couple of weeks, where's the Pisces woman? I don't even see you. Like, some of you have literally gave your life over to another person, circumstance, situation, hurt, pain, whatever it was. Like you literally sacrificed your soul for this situation and just disappeared. And I feel like you're finally like, welcome back. So the hell I should title this, Welcome Back, Pisces, because it's like, now I see you. Now you're here. And I feel like you have gotten an immense amount of enlightenment, and sacrifice is what you will do because you know you have to do it, because who you need to sacrifice for is for you. So you're sacrificing situations for yourself. And I do feel like, in the third week, you're moving about in a way where things will be happening for you in a good way. I feel like you may have a lot of options yourself. You may have a lot of people showing you attention, that sort of thing. But there's one person in particular, if you haven't putting yourself out there, if you've been engaging with anyone at all, there's someone who is ready. They're ready to commit to you. They're ready to commit. They're ready to love you. They're ready to show you that, hey, I want to move in together. I want to come back home. It's like somebody is going to make it very well known toward the end of the month that this is what they want. And it's you. Yeah, it's you. They want you. And, yeah, man, like I said, check out that 2019 reading. It's amazing yearly for you guys. You have, personally, I think one of the best readings, hands down for this year. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope it's been helpful. I think it's been kind of long. Yeah, I think it's one of the longer readings I've ever given you guys, but I can listen to stuff like this all day. It beats listening to Cancer. That's for damn sure. Cancer's not doing that well this month, but they'll be okay. Anyway, I hope that this has been helpful. If some of you may be dating a Cancer and they're one of the ones on the chopping block, so hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, I hope that you guys are going to have a really great and enjoyable month. I think this is I forgot to say happy birthday. I think last month. Was it your birthday last month? No, your birthday's coming up. I'm sorry, your birthday's coming up. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. I'll leave the link in the description box below for that 2019 reading for you guys. If you would like to share with us how this resonates, please do so in the comment section below. I would love to hear how this resonates with a particular person. I would absolutely love to hear how this resonates with you. And if you would like something personal with me, I can be reached in the beginning and into this video. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Pisces.